All right, what is going on, guys? Podcast number 2. We've done 2 Summercasts in the last 9 months. We've done 1 Flycast in the last 9 months. It's been a grind. It's been a grind.
Ours is a weekly cadence. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Nick's still traveling in, Ibiza or wherever he is. So
no, Nick's back. He's having fun. Last night, Nick's not like adjusted. Nick's not like adjusted to this like stream schedule. Now that we have a stream schedule.
Yeah.
So and a lot of my friends aren't, because I've always been the hey, hit me up at 8 p.m. and we'll go out kind of guy.
Oh, same.
And now I have to know 48 hours in advance if we're going to Chick-fil-A. Like, that's the kind of guy I am now.
That is some grown
Which
man
is
stuff
weird.
right
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's
I love
technically
it.
grown man shit, but kind of.
I don't know. I think it is.
You know what I mean?
The
I'm going to
hard
put
part
this
is-
camera here so it looks like I'm looking at you guys.
I like that. Now it's more personal.
Now it's more personal.
I like that.
I have
Okay.
another webcam. So you guys are seeing me from this web. They're seeing me from another. It's all sorts of weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
I want you to pierce me. Well, just like Nick was hitting you up last night to be like, "Yo, come over." That was me 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I could play.
That's
'Cause, like,
so true.
I could play like random weeknights. I like finish my photography work. I'm hanging with Steph. She's like, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm like, I can play. Like, text you guys, like, get on.
Get on.
To get on back in the day, it was like I could play next week on a Tuesday at like 8 p.m. So like, okay. Gotta put that in my calendar real quick.
I know.
And then it's like,
I know.
we're randomly playing at like 8 p.m. Like
Yeah.
like you said, 8 p.m. on a Tuesday, and we're playing World War II that we haven't played but twice a week, and we don't know any of the spawns, and we're just getting wrecked.
Literally raped.
Just
Destroyed.
wrecked.
Yep.
But
Full time.
full
We
time.
don't have to play that game anymore.
So the last podcast, we talked basically the whole time about the history of TST and the fact that we are starting to be full time. We've gone a week. Of back to back
Been a beautiful
every day except for
sir.
Saturday. You guys slacked a little bit on Saturday. Oh, just kidding.
Oh,
Apparently
yeah.
Blake took pictures of something. I don't know.
That was only on my feet for 14 hours, but that's fine. I was slacking. I should have been gaming.
No, Blake, you can, so that people know, Blake was working his other
Wait.
job. He owns a business. So slap that on you mofos.
Foxtail photography, baby. If
Yeah.
you're getting married, or all you single people know some married people, or people that want to get married, hit me up.
Hell
There
yeah.
you go.
So what's it been like, guys? The change.
Well, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. I know Blake gets super hyped when he gets on, and it gets me hyped every time. He calls me every time. I was like, dude, I can't wait to get on.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, dude, I can't wait to get on. Like, it gets me pumped right before the stream, dude.
Yeah.
I enjoy it every time.
Dude, every day I am gassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know it's already been a week,
Mhm.
but I don't even feel
Yeah.
like it. Why am I ever going to stress
Right.
getting on to play with you two? It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just beautiful.
I mean, it's
Yeah, we're
it's
definitely still
weird.
in awe for sure.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we have like an open script of, hey, do whatever you want,
Yeah.
be as entertaining as you can, do
So
what you want to
crazy.
do, and play the games that you want to play.
That's amazing. Right
So
there.
yeah, it's so crazy. Like, I guess to be transparent enough, Elgato just they literally said, we love your creativity and just go for it. Just show us what
Yeah.
you got. And so I had originally pitched ideas that we had come up with together, like the three of us, of like different deliverables, different things that we could do, like different videos, like at once a week, or so, like we pitched all of that, and they basically said, we loved your pitch, but we're not going to hold you to any of that. Just go do you and show us what you
That's
got.
crazy.
And
That's amazing.
I've never I've been working with Scuff, through Optic. I've been working with 2 different headset companies. I'm working with Scuff. I've worked with energy drink companies, but throughout all that time, Elgato's the one company that like I never have met any of their staff. I've never like talked to people one-on-one, and for them to just say, to give us that opportunity, it wasn't like a friend thing, like yo I got you, like
Yeah.
I know you can do it. Was like literally a company that I had no ties with is like taking a chance on us, and it feels crazy,
Which is
dude.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's what it's about, man.
it is wild.
That's why we were out here the other day after getting hit offline for like 6 hours in a row. Up 3 hours later, recording Raft. That's how we do it, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We're gonna make the most of it.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool. It's cool to see the chat like it too. It's like a weird. I don't know if I've seen people treat like there's sponsor. It's weird calling. I mean, it definitely is a sponsor. Partner. I guess partnership would be better because.
Yeah.
That's what I had to put on my form. Partner.
Yeah. Partner. Okay. There. Yeah. So I would say it's like weird how our chat and like our fan base group, supporter group, whatever, how they are like, they kind of caught on super fast.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like everything is just thanks Elgato. Everything is just like it's not like hey, Hitch uses Elgato products. Use code Hitch, so
right.
We can get money.
It's not like we just found another guy, signed a form, and then it goes into the bottom of the overlay.
Exactly.
It is absolutely.
It's a theme.
The two
it's
of
a
us,
brand.
me and George, are only here because of that opportunity.
Yeah.
And so I think the chat, especially like seeing our friendship like online and displayed for now, how many years have you been like streaming within a decent amount of time?
Captain Snowman resubbed yesterday for 29 months. And he was my second sub. So that's it.
2.5 years of like watching us all play together. I think the chat very much understands what it took for this to be a possibility, and I think they're absolutely going to be on board.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally have never seen a sponsor like the chat loves when we sell out.
Yeah,
but
they
because
love
it's
it.
not selling out. Yeah. And I said this before, but it's not like I'm like knocking on doors or you're canvassing Texas as a chorizo sponsor. I don't know. But
you really like those chorizo tacos.
Yeah, he loves the chorizo taco.
Like went to Texas for like 2 days, ate chorizo tacos, and hasn't stopped talking about it.
That's so true.
They're so good. But no, it's like I've literally had an Elgato, and we all have used Elgato forever. Yeah. So it's just like to be like if I was sitting here and I was like, I really want a sponsorship. Let me look around my desk. Like I'd be like, oh, what about this company? And that is the company that we has ended up partnering with us.
It was just
so
perfect because we all we wanted to do.
You don't have to switch up anything.
Yeah,
it's just like this is legit.
This is literally what I've been using for as long as If you actually know, even when I was streaming on my Mac, I was using an Elgato. So I've been using an Elgato since I was living with slugs in my apartment. That's how long I've been using an Elgato. And it's like, it kind of fits everything. COD's coming back, where we want to take, we want to take a lot of different things to the next level as far as content, and it just fit. That's just, we want to not only stream at the higher quality than normal. Like I have like the crazy rig I never thought I would have.
Did you see your chat yesterday? A bunch of people were in there and they were like, this stream is much clearer than a lot of other ones I see. And I just wanted to be like, that's the power of Elgato.
That's so funny.
No, that's great.
But yeah. And I think we have a good style, especially, dude, I think as long as we keep doing these, like we record like a couple times a week to make those style videos. And then we attack streaming, dude, streaming. Dude, oh my God, what the hell is going on, dude? It's crazy. It is crazy. I think, the first couple of days it was just like hype, and we were like talking over each other and just like doing whatever. But then it was just how it evened out. We were like, no, we're a stream where there's 3 different hosts and we take turns talking to the chat. Dude, it's I'm getting chills thinking about it. Like I'm literally getting chills because we made something, Yep.
Yeah. Like at the first part, they were like, "Why aren't they streaming? Why aren't Blake and George streaming?" I thought they were full time, and it was like, "Listen, we're trying something out.
Yeah,
try host one channel. You guys, this is where you go for TST content." So those questions have slowly stopped coming in, and it's like someone in the chat will just be like, "Yo, George, what do you think about this?" And they know that he'll see it. So it's like having all 3 of us as people who are reading chat and basically hosting, like thanking the subs and everything is sick.
Yeah, we're just so interactive. Like, what other stream does that? Like, almost every question is answered in that chat, dude. Because there's 3 of us.
We're literally 5-5 on a map, and like round 11, we want to win, and we'll look over and be like, "How was my day? Oh, it's pretty good. Thank you so much, silencer." And then we'll just keep playing. Like it's and none of us like I the only time I ever mute out is if you guys are in like a 1v3
or you're dancing and
or I'm dancing.
Yeah.
Or I'm dancing. I mute out then.
Yep. But what's always so funny about those moments is we don't know, and sometimes you won't mute out, and so all I hear is the jingle of your belt, your pants. So this is the
That's so true.
Rustles up your pants, and I'm like, oh, he's dancing.
You can always tell because he always comes back breathing hard. Go. Sorry, where we at?
He's out of breath. It's great.
I feel like sometimes whenever I'm jumping up and down, because I wear flip flops while I stream, whenever I jump up and down, you can hear the flops, and that's all you can hear.
Exactly.
When you walk across the floor, it literally sounds like a penguin.
Because how do you guys sit when you play?
I either sit with one leg folded across the other.
Oh yeah, you do that. Yeah.
All the time. Or I put both of my feet under one leg of my chair.
Both of your feet under one leg. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I get what you're saying.
My chair, like my knees are folded around the chair.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. So I'm like coiled up on.
So I've been sitting in a DX Racer ever since we brought that DX Racer back from Philly, however long ago.
Lady almost lost her job for the sake of DX Racer.
So when I first started playing, I put my heels on the rolly part. But if you're not wearing anything, dude, it murders your heels. It's like it's like digging into you. So I always start. I have played with shoes, or I prefer some flip flops now. Yeah. For every time I've ever played for the past like.
You need some TSD flip flops.
Oh, boy. TSD flip flops. That's next level.
Oh, that'll be a nice emote too. Damn, it's crazy out here.
It is really crazy.
Flip flop.
It is really crazy. I think our next emote, dude, that's all we talk. I feel like that's all we talk about.
Okay, but well, how can we not when we have the whole concept of gang fourth is my favorite thing in the
awesome.
World. Who is our fourth teammate? Is TST going to pick up a fourth? Who are you going to play fourths with? The chat is our fourth.
Gang fourth. Sick. So sick. So I don't know whose idea that was. It was one of ours.
Yeah.
It wasn't mine. It wasn't mine.
It was like somebody. I don't know. Like we're such a good team. I love us, man.
So now we don't even have to answer it. It's like so like even anybody will come into the chat and say, hey, pick me up and run fours, or who you guys should hit Nick up and run fours. And then the chat's just like, but we're already here. And then they do gang fourth. So cool. I just love our vibe, man. I think our vibe. I think there was like a tiny bit there where I was like, this is actually going to be kind of stressful, but it was like 30 minutes in one day. And then I think we were just kind of like, okay, we have plenty of time. Like, let's not try to become Nick Merckx in 24 hours. Like, let's just relax a little bit.
Not rushing stuff and just letting keeping it the exact same way as we did before.
Exactly. Yep.
It's literally just more fun now. And we talked about this earlier. I don't want to be redundant, but like when we were playing in such a fishbowl of we have 3 hours at a random time during the week. Yeah. It was like at least for me, because I was the one that really couldn't play all the time, is like it had to be awesome or it was a letdown. If I got online and I didn't have a blast with you guys for the 5 hours that I could play, it sucked.
You're just like, I want to sell my PS4.
And so many times I'd stay up way too late, ruin the workday the next day. And so not only did I not have fun the night before, but I played way too late in the evening trying to find some fun and some good vibes. And you just can't. Like, you're going to get wrecked if we play competitive because we're not playing.
Yep.
The games have been stale. Like, we weren't even playing Ghosts at that point. It was just like, and now it's to be able to get on every day. Like, we can have a day where, like, if I'm getting hit off or we're just like getting slapped. Yeah. It's like, I'm okay tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like we can afford that without sacrificing the good vibe of it, which is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to get into it, but that did happen a couple times. Blake, ran into this one dude who was hitting him off, and it's like, I think it's the first time ever that like none of us were really like phased by it. Yeah. We're just like put it in the group chat. It's like, yo, we're full time.
Just don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
We're full time.
Just went back into the chat.
It's literally 2 hours. Yeah. I flick my phone into non-Wi-Fi mode, and I talk to chat.
Yeah.
And look up VPNs.
Look up VPNs.
It's literally just not a problem.
Yeah.
How's it been for you, George? How's the change?
Oh, the change is ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's been like night and day.
Yeah.
Like doing like something that working 60 hours, doing something you don't even enjoy, you going like working full time and doing something you enjoy is literally night and day.
Yeah.
It's like your dream pretty much.
Yeah.
Doing something you enjoy is literally your dream. Like, it's been literally night and day, dude.
Yeah, whenever people ask me, they always ask about you. They never ask about Blake.
Yeah, pretty much everyone knows what Blake does.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, yeah. It's like the job that I was able to quit was working with my dad. It was not a bad job.
Yeah.
It was just not creative in any facet, except like at very random times. Mostly solitary, like just office desk job, and then photography otherwise. So it's like I just didn't have that extra time to give, and now this allows me to give the extra time. But in terms of lifestyle switch, it's 100% you on the swap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Which is dope. But to be fair, I did get to create a literal gaming den in my
closet.
Yeah, on my apartment layout, this room is called a computer nook. And so when we got in here, I was like, who's gonna put their computer in there? Like, it's too small for that.
Yeah.
And now I got a dual monitor PS4 recording setup in here. I love it, man. It's awesome. It gets warm, but I got a little space cooler. It's so dope.
You really enjoy it.
The reason why I love this so much is because like I'm always reserved if I sit out there, because like we do not have a big apartment.
Yeah.
For Steph to be out there watching Netflix, you guys are hearing, Desperate Housewives in the background or something. Like, if I am loud in any facet, like, you know how annoying that would be as another person for me to be just like screaming dumb hype about something that you're not even invested in currently, like if like playing Ghosts. So to be able to come in here, close the door, and zone in with you guys, put my gunners on, get hella nerdy looking.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's the best thing ever. I'm like growling into the mic and stuff, but it doesn't even bother people, which is awesome.
You should tell. Keep going.
There's apparently the guy that lives underneath me is like never there. So like when I get up and Bobby Shmurda dance, it's not even
for real.
It's not even a
dude.
problem.
There's a couple used to live right here beside us. They moved out. A couple used to live there. They moved out. So, I'm screaming. I don't know who lives up there. I'll probably kick them out too.
Someone's gonna do an apartment tour. You gotta just like look at you gotta set timers when they're doing a tour and just literally
start
holler.
Screaming.
Just
gang cash in the chat. Just screaming it. Yeah.
I literally just moved into my new apartment, so I don't know if there's anyone that lives underneath me or anything. So I don't know if I want to test the waters yet.
Yeah. You don't really get like crazy high. I mean, every once in a while you do.
Oh yeah,
you don't,
I do once in a while.
I've actually, I started actually screaming whenever I moved into that slug apartment, and then I moved from slug apartment to the scuff house.
You didn't get murdered.
By the slugs.
No.
But that
by the slugs.
Not by the slugs.
I the parking lot, and I was like, I hope my wheels are here when I get back.
Dude, we were on a grind back then. So I mean, I lived with like this random guy for a little bit, and like we just had our own room, so I wasn't gonna scream, and he was like going to school full time. And then I did kind of yell. Actually, no, I didn't. I tried to keep it contained when I lived with our high school buddy Ben. I tried to keep it contained. I'm sure something slipped out every once in a while. Yeah, but for the most part, it was, oh my god, Blake, what the fuck did you just say? You know what I mean? Yeah. We're just trying to, we're like yell whispering in our dorm rooms and stuff.
I play in my dorm with 3 other dudes asleep, like in the bunk beds below me, and we're hitting MW3 clips, and I'm like, oh my god.
I forgot you had 3 roommates. Holy shit.
Yeah, 3 roommates within 6 feet of me.
That's insane.
That's fine.
Grinding MW3 in the corner.
Yeah, so then I remember when I was in the Scuff house, I was like, I did something one time and like it's 3 a.m. and I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. And I was like, I don't know if I could ever go back to the whispers, man. So I mean, I'm probably yelling right now and Sam's asleep. I have no, I have no like self-control. It's bad. It's bad, but at least we can do it now. Full time.
It gives you something to be happy about. I think it has its place.
Yeah.
We're not just screaming all the time to try and like build false hype, but when something's dumb hype, you can yell about it and it feels great.
Absolutely.
That's what I love. The vibe is strong.
You should tell the story if you want. You should tell the story about
if you want stories.
Your transition or your Steph's transition through all this. Because we've known Steph for a long time. Like, like how long ago was that? 6 years?
I met her my freshman year, so 2011.
7.
I met Steph August of 2011, and we started dating November of 2011.
And I remember you texting me and said, I just played Modern Warfare 3 with a girl sitting in my lap. My life is like, you said something. That's the only part I remember. Like, my life is at an all-time high. This girl loves video games and she lets me play video games and she loves watching.
I don't know if I ever said that.
You did say that. You said it.
Yeah, you might have.
You did say that. I promise you. Because when I said that about the girl that I was dating, and then we found out very quickly that wasn't.
That was not.
That was. It wasn't like it was like what you typically do in relationships. You go dumb hard at the very beginning.
And you just like put up with anything. You're like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is what you like to do. Cool, I love this. This is worth your time. Awesome.
But I'm never. It's bad. It's bad because I've been in 3 relationships now that have gone full, like, very long full time. I knew you wouldn't let me get away with it. 3 relationships now that have gone for a very long time, and I'm never the person that's like, I'm the one that's always like, you got to put up with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're the guy. You got to.
Yeah, it's never like I'm never like, you know.
But to be fair, I think you're someone than anyone else that knows what you wanted.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
At least in the last.
Yeah, in the last few years.
I mean, I think since like sophomore year of high school or sophomore year of college.
Oh, I was like, God, what?
Yeah, on that our pitch was like, wait to start TSD full.
Hadn't met George yet, but he doesn't know what was about to happen. But
no, I feel. Basically, I think obviously in the start, like you said, like you're just like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
let's see what's up, guys. Literally. I think I've told this before too, but my first night when MW3 came out, this is like, I think it came out like first 3 weeks of school.
Yeah.
So this is in college, you're a freshman in dorm. So my 2 roommates, like I didn't know them that well, but we had gone to high school with them. And they're like trying to throw dorm parties. And I'm just in the corner, like with my Pokemon t-shirt, my long hair, a beanie, listening to Devil Wears Prada, playing Modern Warfare 2 in the corner. And so, like, I'm like, I didn't care. I'm like in the corner, and like, there's all these people like entering my dorm room, like trying to sneak a Bud Light through the RA people, and I'm just like, you guys are weird.
Yeah.
But this one dude came and sat down. Super nice guy. His name's Alfred. Nicest guy ever. Still, like, whenever I see him, I just smile. And he was like, "What's up, man? My name's Alfred." I'm like, "I'm Blake." He was like, "Dude, you playing the new Call of Duty game that came out?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Modern Warfare 3." And we sat down and we talked through a free-for-all, and I literally didn't let him get a kill, and I didn't realize it. And so 30 kills later, it was 30-0 on terminal. He was like, "Dude, you're really good at this game." And I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know how to turn this off."
I don't know how to turn full-time
however many years later, I can't turn it off.
Yeah.
And so it's just like I think we always talked about how we'd be playing MW2 in our retirement homes.
Yeah.
It's like, I think as long as I have a group of friends that I'm playing with, as long as you two are playing, I will be playing.
Yeah.
I mean, unless like something crazy transitions and it just doesn't, it's not feasible anymore. But like, it's always been fun. But I think, like you said, with your long-term relationships, like having to find a level of compromise that works for you internally and works for them is very, very hard. I will be very transparent. I have had many an argument with Steph over gaming and staying up late because that's part of the gig.
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, I was the same way because it's not only it's fun now. It's great now. Like everything is evened out
to a point where it is working.
Exactly.
And obviously we're working to make it continue working, and that's the whole goal.
Right.
Is to keep this. It's not like, okay, we got it, let's relax. It's like, okay, now we have a chance to actually turn this into something.
Exactly.
Which is amazing.
Now it's like you can tell people your like what you've accomplished and what your goals are and what what we got going on this week. Whereas when we were freshmen or sophomores in college and I'm like failing 3 classes because I'm playing way too much Call of Duty, like, and I'm like dreaming about what?
I failed English twice because it was a mandatory 8 a.m. and
you didn't go.
We were up playing Ghosts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. On the Xbox 360.
On the 360, me and George are playing 2v2 Ghost tournaments for free entries that we never redeemed.
Off of Twitter. Yeah. People don't remember. Those are illegal.
Are they really?
That's why people stopped doing them.
What are they called? I never did those.
No, they're illegal for the people throwing them. So people used to throw Twitter tournaments. So they would just tweet out, say, DM me or send $5 to this PayPal with your gamer tags linked, and then they would put you in a challenge bracket, however you say it, and then they would keep 5%, and then they would just pay out to the winners. And it's the easiest money ever. But it would turn into a business. They would get so much money. They would get like over $7,000, in like a month doing this. And then they eventually all got shut down because it was like they're not claiming taxes on it. Yeah. They're just, okay. Anyway. So
long story short, it was very difficult over the years because there was no end goal. Right. I don't think there ever was an end goal. It was just fun. Yeah. And so I'm sure you can relate that to anything. Yeah, I mean, any hobby that you have, you can obviously overindulge in it. And of course we did at times. But I think now being able to put it to a schedule and say, look, I know this is weird. I still don't call it work. I can't call it work.
Yeah, it's really hard to call it work for sure.
Just like I can't call Elgato a sponsorship. It's like it's different. It's different.
Every time I talk about it, I'm like, we're streaming or we're recording. Mm-hmm. Those are the two things I say. I can't call it work because it's like right now it's just too good to call it work. If it transitions into something else, I'm down to call it work because, I mean, it is what I do for money. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I also do photography, but that is much more legitimately work than making fun stuff with my best. So it's, I can't call it work, but it has reached a peak where it's like, look, it's not like vindicating as I'm like looking at stuff like, see, I told you.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, I can't believe this work. I know I have burned so many bridges with this. For sure. I promise we'll do this right.
Yeah. And so I think
obviously super graceful to look at it and be like, I actually see the legitimacy. Like,
oh, I can't wait to talk to Steph next time I'm in North Carolina. And I'm just like, I am so sorry for the last 7 years.
He helped me set up this whole room.
No.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, that is super dope. But I think now that we're where we are, it's not like I don't look back at those years and think, oh, it was worth it. It was worth it staying up till 5. It was worth it.
It's a thank God. That's how I look at it.
It's a thank God that this happened.
Yes, I look at it. I'm like, okay, even if it all crashes and burns in a few months, which we're not going to let it do that. But it's just like I at least got a taste of you created something from this. From all of the years
and that's kind of
getting grounded, staying up late, all this stuff.
And that's kind of what I was getting at is that we did that for so long for nothing. And if anybody asks me about like that, about like if any a lot of parents ask me at events because they take their kids and they have no idea why they're there, and they're just like, my kid, he plays until 4 a.m. and now I see that it's legit, but I don't know, like, how do I balance this, because I grew up in an era where
so tough.
Video games are just horrible.
That's really tough.
Like if you play video games, you're just lazy.
And I was like putting in quarters. 3 hours.
Exactly. And then I always tell them, like, I wasted so much time just playing. And obviously you do play video games to have fun, but if you're putting that much time into it, at least think about what you could do in the future with it. If you're not good enough to go pro, that's fine. There's a lot of people that work in the NFL that aren't pro players. They're referees, or they work in marketing, they work in different teams. Like, there's so many job opportunities out there that you can do something with it. And I figured that out real late, because I think in our time it was like we just played video games, and like to think that you could even make money off of doing it just seemed
streaming wasn't even a thing though.
Yeah, it was
it wasn't. Justin TV was not even remotely heard about in any facet, which is the pre-gaming Twitch.
Yeah.
It's just like, if I think now, like, if I'm 15 now playing, you can see the outlets, you can see the lights at the end of the tunnel. That's something that you're interested in. Do you want to be a content creator? Do you want to produce documentary series about esports teams? Do you want to work on apparel for esports teams? Do you want to be a graphic designer? Do you want to be a streamer? Do you want to be a social media manager? There's so many. It is so much more legitimate now.
Yeah.
And I think you can see a future in it, rather than let's just play, and we love playing, so let's grab mom's video camera and record the screen.
Yeah.
So I do think it is different nowadays for kids, but I also think I think the actuality of it working out is scary at the same time, because like I know, and I mean, I look at YouTube comments. Everybody's like, I look at Jack's Courage, his YouTube comments. It's like, so excited to see your success. I can't wait to try and make this happen for me someday. Yeah. And I'm like, that is scary, because it can't for everybody.
Yeah.
It's just not how it works, and that's it's insane and it's tough. But I think finding the drive within that, you have to have the drive for it, or you have to have something that's unique.
Yeah.
Especially with Ninja, dude, because Ninja's gotten so big now, and like everyone sees streaming as an opportunity now, so everyone's trying to do it now.
For sure.
Have you talked to any of your friends about it? Like real life people?
Oh,
have
yeah,
you talked about streaming?
Oh yeah, they see Ninja and they're like, dude, Ninja, like I want to try streaming. I want to try doing this. So like a lot of people are trying to dip their toes into like streaming.
Yeah, and people
so there's a lot of competition now.
Yeah.
In streaming.
And people don't understand that or not that people don't understand, because they probably do, but I just don't think it's like the first thing on their mind is that this is just all it is. All streaming is another form of entertainment, and there's nothing more competitive than entertainment. Like I said, in professional sports, to get on one of those teams, you got to dedicate your literally your entire life to it. To be in a top 40 band, like you've got to not only dedicate your life and get good at music, but you have to network yourself and you have to get lucky. Like, and that's literally, this is just another form of entertainment that has just blossomed in the last couple of years. And you have to get a little lucky, and you have to capitalize on every opportunity that comes your way. And
for sure,
it's, so telling, I'd say like people telling their kids that, you could grow up and be a streamer is the same thing as telling them you could grow up. If you say, hey, you could grow up and be the next Ninja, that's literally like saying you could grow up and be the next Tom Brady, or next LeBron. Sure. Yeah. It's like
so much competition
like that. It's not
and
easy. You could definitely.
Yeah.
But you got to work hard at it, and you have to realize, like,
for a lot of time, for sure.
There's some trenches. Yeah, like no one thinks about Ninja streaming Halo Reach in a 480p cow hat webcam for 18 people.
Yeah.
No one sees that.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that's been talked about over and over, but there's some trenches.
Yeah, and there's walls too. Like, it's not only content. I'm thinking more about esports side now, but I think I got to a point where I was like, I'm not good enough to play. You know what I mean? I'm not good enough. I
hit that barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to, and I don't have enough time to dedicate. Even if I did have enough time, maybe the most I could get is like a top 16 team if I dedicated all of my hours.
Yeah.
So at that point, you just kind of got to transition and figure. But the good thing is that there's other stuff. You got to think how many high school. How many kids in high school were their starting quarterbacks on their high school team, and they just loved it. It was the best years of their life. They just wanted to go to the NFL, realized they weren't good enough, so they became a coach, or they became, a marketing agent or something.
Yeah, you have a passion for.
Yeah, totally. It's crazy to see how esports and content has grown like that, especially since we were in it way before that was even a thing.
Dude, it's
so nuts.
sure.
Leagues, dude. I remember when people started getting jerseys. for esports, and I was like, these dudes have jerseys.
Yeah.
I think Fear was one of the first teams that had like a legit jersey, and I saw a picture of it, and I was like, I never thought about jerseys for gaming. That's sick. Yeah. And now there's like 18 jersey companies ripping each other off. And
exactly. Yeah.
I just see designers getting in legal suits on my
yeah, it's wild. Yeah. It's super.
Oh yeah, like me. I remember like me leaving my job and telling them that I'm gonna be playing video games, and they were like, "What?" There's some people that don't know about it.
Yeah.
So they're like, how in the world are you gonna stay at home and just create content like that?
Yeah. I mean,
so
absolutely.
There's those people too.
Yeah, for sure.
But to be fair, people have weirder careers. You think about the crap that some people do for a career, and then they make way more money than I do, and I'm like, you know what? That's legit. Like, if they're doing that for a career, then I can probably play with my 2 best friends.
yeah, that's true.
So whenever we're not streaming, George, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm still.
Yeah. Tell me. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Guys, George is mysterious. I'm just letting you guys know.
Hella mysterious.
George has been my best friend since, how old were we? 12?
Probably.
Like, I learned George's middle name 2 days ago.
Remember I told you, like, remember yesterday we were talking about personality types, and I was at ISTJ.
Yep.
And like, I like to be alone sometimes, and that's literally what I do when I'm off. Like, I like to be alone, and I like to like read into like psychology and philosophy, and like that's the stuff I like. Yeah, like.
I just learned something new. That shit hit me like a brick.
We started going off yesterday about personality types, and you're like, I think I'm an ISTJ. I was like,
yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah, I enjoy talking about that stuff. Yeah, that's what I love to do too. And then like, I just started going back to the gym now that I have time, because I didn't have time before. I was working like 60 hours a week.
Yep. So, I figured you were going to the gym.
Dude, the fact that you worked like 10-hour days and then went to the gym and then streamed blows my whole mind.
Yeah, what were you on?
You guys. Dude, there's so many times I can't wait to work. Like, I could have been fired like 10 times.
Yep. I know it.
Yeah, like literally staying up till like 4 a.m. and then waking up at 6. Yep. That's literally what was my schedule playing with you guys. Like, I enjoyed it though. Like, I was gonna work like, oh my god.
like tonight, I'm literally like, after we record this podcast and play Raft, which is a great series. You should check it out on YouTube. It's dope.
Yeah.
But I'm literally going to sleep mid-afternoon so that I can get on tonight at midnight, play all night, and then drive to South Carolina. Dude.
Hell yeah. It's going to be.
Yeah.
TST all-nighter. The last all-nighter I pulled, I know this is a tangent, but the last all-nighter I pulled, I think, was Black Ops 3, maybe. Yeah. It was, and I was taking my film photography class in high school, or in college, and I had no idea that the next day was, like, presenting day. Yeah. So I had, like, this it was like the midterm presentation day of my photography class. So we had to come up with like this one idea for a set of like, I think it was like 20 photos throughout the year, and like cull them down to our best photos. And so I got into class and like I had all the prints in my bag, and they were like, yep, today's like I can't wait to hear your thesis on this. And I'm literally like sitting there, and you know when you stay up all night and everything's kind of swirling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, my like, if I not get enough sleep, which I definitely did not. I'm sleeping this afternoon. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But like, my depth perception is off if I stay up too long.
Yeah.
Walking into class, I like hit the doorway.
Yes. Dude, I've done that so many times.
And then I get into class and she was like, "You're presenting," and I literally had to like go up and like present and like give this whole deep synopsis of these 10 photos. It was wild. It went fine.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that clutch a little bit.
But I'm pumped for tonight's midnight release. Where are we dropping first game? First game drop, because my record of first games in this game is pretty solid.
It has to be. It has to be TST Houses. It's won us. TST Houses has won us 6 championships. We have a lot of second places. It has to be. I think we just go for the win for the first one.
Yeah,
we drop TST Houses. We get a win.
That was the first. I think that was the first day I played in the afternoon in like 5 years. But besides like a random Sunday when I took off work early to play the beta with you, Hitch.
Yeah.
So I literally left work at like 1. We got on. You were like, dude, if we win our first game, I'm giving someone $100.
Yep.
Literally got on our first game and won it, and it was tight. I had to drop shot someone through the maze outside of the zombie.
Yeah. I made an entire video where I show me giving him the $100, and then the footage is corrupted. So I don't have the video, but he did get $100 and he was very grateful.
Nice.
He was like, "Oh shit, hell yeah!" Yeah. And then he tweeted, and then I was like, and then the footage corrupted. And I was like, nobody's gonna believe I gave this guy $100. And then he tweeted it out and said, "Thank you." And I was like, yes.
Yep.
Colt tweeted it. And I was like, I did it, guys. I did it.
Man of his word.
Yep.
But yeah, that was fun, man.
That's hype.
That we were talking about it on stream, I think yesterday. When was the last time we played a kickoff? Not a kickoff tournament, but like the kickoff of a new game. When was the last time we played together?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
All right,
did we play World War II? Did we play World War II on the kickoff?
Okay.
No one played.
No one played World War II.
Wait, what?
Remember the servers?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was me.
I forgot about that.
Reset my app, and then it's like queue time 46 minutes.
Me?
And then you waited 6 minutes. And you're sitting there with your friends,
bro,
jacked up on Mountain Dew or whatever you have it,
ready.
It was literally us three and Snakebite in a Discord call for 6 hours, not playing a single game.
Yeah, we didn't play a single game.
Not a single game.
Remember that?
We were because we were about to play the kickoff tournament, and nobody could play.
Dude, that was the worst kickoff ever. Dude.
Did paint jobs ever come out?
I don't think jobs ever.
Your mic's going in and out, Blake.
Oh, it's fine.
I got too hype, probably.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that was World War II. The year before that, Modern Warfare Remastered. You guys didn't have PS4s yet.
Okay.
You played the kickoff with like Josh and some other people, right?
Oh yeah, you did. Austin, Josh.
Yeah.
You guys earned that.
Made it to quarters. Lost to Optic.
Yeah.
That sucked. Then we the year before that was Black Ops 3, which I couldn't download the game in time, so I sat in a Discord with you and Tasmo.
Us. Yep.
Yeah.
And Blake played with Tasmo that night.
Yes, I did.
You didn't, because George didn't play.
Yeah, I didn't
George
play.
wasn't even here. No.
I don't know. Where was I?
I don't know. I can't even remember.
You weren't even like in the Discord, in the text. You were like gone somewhere, like doing something.
That was one of your times where you just like didn't really play for like 2 months. Yeah. And then the year before that was AW. Blake and I played.
I played AW.
The Bow was the.
But you didn't play you didn't play opening night.
Oh, opening night, no.
Yeah.
No, because I remember trying to run the sub.
The little MX9 looking thing.
The only gun for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kill feed was
just
Bow. It looked
so
like
annoying.
Black Ops 1. Yeah. So that means it legitimately was Ghost. It was Ghost. It was the last time we played together, and we literally played.
Ghost.
So Ghost.
Oh, don't.
Okay, so for
that's the last time I ever drove to GameStop to get a game at midnight.
Yeah,
Black Ops. So
yeah.
So I started playing in the middle of Modern Warfare 2, but I went to the midnight releases at GameStop for Black Ops 1. For Black Ops 1. No. Was Black
Ops 1 was before.
No. Yeah, Black Ops 1 was before we started. Yeah.
No. Black Ops 1 was after Modern Warfare 2. I promise you. I went to GameStop, Black Ops 1.
We didn't play that game.
My Treyarch knowledge is limited.
Yeah.
Because those are the games we barely play, those Treyarch games.
We literally prestiged once and then went back to Modern Warfare 2 in Black Ops 2. Or Black Ops 1. So then Modern Warfare 3, we definitely played
midnight. We definitely did midnight.
Right?
Yeah. There's no way. Because that was like the last game that I look at and I'm like, TST.
Yeah.
Like we hit that game.
And then Black Ops 2 was legendary because we literally played CTF. Blake got 93 pieces, and then George's house flooded. Yep. All in the same night.
At 3
Opening
George
night.
Literally just left.
Yeah.
I had to leave. Yep.
And then
you were gone, and you just came back, and you're like, "Yo, pipe burst in my kitchen. I'm gonna go." And then you were gone for like months,
like 4 months,
and we didn't play anymore.
And then when you
just like
I made it, it was enough where I made it all the way to Master Prestige before you came back. And then when you came back, you were like, let's just play Modern Warfare 2. And I was like, down. I'm down. And then after that is Ghost. So we went to the midnight release. Monkey actually came back because Monkey had stopped playing. If you guys don't know, Monkey used to be our fourth, and he is now since he like owns Cisco.
He's doing real life stuff. Yeah.
I don't know if he owns. He doesn't own Cisco, but he's making a lot of money doing something.
Computer stuff for sure.
So he was deep into college, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna play COD with you guys. I miss it." And then we played Ghost, and it was the worst.
The worst.
I had never.
It was the worst launch behind World War II.
Yeah, behind. Yeah, World War II.
Because
and
the game
Ghost.
worked. It's just the maps of Ghost because they weren't refined at all.
Yeah.
You know, like when you go and play Halo, it's like you go into the competitive playlist and there's like a couple maps that they were like, okay, I know competitive kids are going to like this.
Yeah.
We were coming into Ghost with a very competitive mindset, and it literally put me on the map with the 18.
Yeah, the Skyrim map.
Skyrim map.
I'm playing literally, there's a map, there's dragons. Basically, there's one that's like 18 stories and all the ground is broken, and there's the one with the
literally looks like a Grand Theft Auto map. That's what I remember running around on it, and I was like, dude, what the hell are we playing?
And the problem is we played the Team TAC playlist because it's 4v4, so we're like, let's get straight into Team TAC. Let's see how this game feels competitive wise, and it's just left stick for 3 hours and don't find anybody. You died in a bullet. You couldn't turn on anybody.
And then that night, because of all the backlash, they refined. And I don't think from opening night until like 4 months later, I don't think I ever saw Stonehaven.
No, you didn't.
It was like Freight Strike Zone.
They changed the map.
They
quickly.
Like within 24 hours. Because I remember we got on the next day, and I was like pissed getting on. And the first thing I hear is I joined the 360 party, and you were like, nah, we're good. We've regained, or that wasn't lingo yet, but something like that.
Like, we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. They switched it up. I think they did something. I think you were like, I think they did something with the maps because we're not getting
like that?
Yeah. I literally have a perfect impression of you. That's literally exactly what you sound like.
You like did some weird stuff with your lips. So I was like, I think they did something with the maps.
Well, that's
like,
how you. That's
what
how
was
you
I
sound.
on? Sophomore year or junior year.
I remember getting off early for sure, and everyone was pissed.
We were all gone and asleep by 3 a.m.
I remember no one wanted to say it, but I was just like,
you said it first. I remember.
When no one, guys, when no one wants to say something and everyone's thinking it, George is the one to say it.
I'm like,
every time.
This game's terrible. Like, we're going to bed. Everyone was pissed. I remember everyone just right after I said that, everyone unleashed. Like,
everyone because we all bottled it up.
Oh yeah, dude, this game's trash.
I was like, dude, I didn't want to fucking say it, dude.
Yeah.
Because I remember spawning in and I was like, this game feels so smooth. Because to this day, I think Ghost on Xbox is the smoothest COD. Like the way you run, like the way everything feels.
It feels good and it looks fine to me. I've stared at MW2 for so long that I probably don't mind the graphics of Ghosts. I know some people say they don't like how it looks, but the game now I think is a great game. I think as a standalone S&D game, if you don't relate it to other time to kills in COD, I think it's a good game.
Yeah, S&D
I just got a resub.
So
they're gonna hear that
through the rerun.
Through the rerun.
Let's go, baby. Who was it?
I'm gonna do my little stream deck thing. All right, he got some love.
Go, baby. That's awesome.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, I think playing it for the last week has like given me enough of, because I wanted COD hype coming into tonight.
Yeah,
exactly. Crazy to say tonight. But I wanted the COD hype. I wanted to feel natural playing in COD. I don't want to hop on Fortnite.
Yeah,
I like playing Fortnite, but I didn't want to hop on Fortnite and then switch over and then randomly trying to adjust gears. So we've been grinding GB XP matches just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
And I think it has gotten me 100% in the COD vibe and gotten the whole
for sure.
in the Call of Duty kids
yeah.
vibe, which is dope. But opening night of that game.
Opening night. But so that's what we're saying. We literally talked about it before we shot content today. Is we're gonna how we're gonna go into this year, and we're going in heavy,
strong.
Yeah, hella strong, hella full time. In fact, I was thinking about it since obviously we're gonna hit blackout hard as hell tonight. But then the next night when Blake's gone, it's just gonna be me and you, George, and that's the night that all the kickoffs happen. So if you wanna find 3, we can play the kickoff tournament too.
Yeah, you better tweet out for 3.
Yeah. I'll find somebody. We'll have fun.
Disclaimer: I am in South Carolina for the weekend with my family. I'll be back Sunday night, and we're gonna grind on Monday. But trip's been scheduled for a long time, so that's where I'm at. Yeah,
but we're gonna crush it this year, man. And I can't wait. I can't wait for the vibes tonight. I really can't wait.
Dude, I'm so hyped.
I can't wait for 10 minutes when I'm playing rap.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, rap
all about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it. I was like, this could be a shorter podcast, and we still talk for an hour.
Really? It didn't feel like an hour. Holy
yeah. It's 50 minutes, so it definitely didn't feel like an hour. But that is gonna do it. Summercast, episode 2, talking about COD, man. It might as well be the CODcast because I don't think Nameless is doing that anymore. But all right, thank you guys so much. Thanks, Elgato. And we'll see you next time.
Later.
Peace.